So, I recently got my hands on the Army Painter Speed Paint 2.0 set. Now this isn't all of them, I believe this is one just under the massive one. Still got a great range of colours and I do love using them. So to test some of these colours, we're going to sacrifice these Tyranid Hormagaunts to my very sophisticated randomiser. Yeah, it's a bowl with paper in it, don't judge. In terms of picking the colours, first one picked will be the skin, then the carapace and finally the talons and claws. Also, once the colour's been picked, it won't go back into the bowl, so we can try and test as many of these colours as possible. Now with that said, let's pick out the first one. So first one, let's have a little shuffle and we'll grab this one. So we have got Goddess Glow, Moonlight Coral, and the last one is Bony Matter. So let's grab those three colours and we'll get the first one painted. So there we have Tyranid 1 complete, kind of pinkish Tyranid. All the colours, there's no real contrast in there, all the colours kind of are close together in terms of the colour wheel, so they kind of just blend. Not too sure about how I feel about this first one. Let me know in the comments if you like this one, but what we'll do is we'll move on to the next one. Right, so Tyranid 2, we've got Maize Yellow, Grim Black, and let's grab this one, Orc Skin. So we'll grab those colours and paint that Tyranid. So there we are, that one's done now. So the Maize Yellow, Grim Black and Orc Skin, and that is how it turned out. The Orc Skin is a very vibrant green. I quite like the yellow, might be good for Imperial Fists and stuff. And I do like the contrast between the yellow and black in terms of carapace. Tyranids always look good with a contrasting colour. But yeah, that's that one, on to the next. So, on to Tyranid number 3. Let's pick the next ones. So here we go. So we've got Oka Clay, Carmine Dragon, and Caribbean Ocean. let's grab those and paint up the next one. Alright, so there we have our next one. So this one is quite a funky colour scheme, it's in your face. I do like the Oka Clay, the way that turned out. So that's Oka Clay, Carmine Dragon and Caribbean Ocean for the speed paints. Put that over there. But yeah, so that's how this one turned out. I think I'm going to go back and paint all the tongues and stuff of the Tyranids just to kind of finish them. But yeah, I actually quite like that colour scheme. Might pick a different colour for the talons, but I do like the kind of greenish yellow and the red. But yeah, let me know what you think of that one. Alright, Tyranid number 4. Here we go. We got Aged Hide, Ruddy Fur. Oh, this could be a very dark Tyranid, but we'll see. And Ancient Honey. So we'll grab those and we'll paint the next one. And there we have it, Tyranid number 4 with Aged Hide, Ruddy Fur and Ancient Honey from the random selector. Now I quite like this one, it's quite neutral. Talons just add that bit of colour, the brown and the pink. Is it pinkish? Oh, it says pale yellowish pink, so probably why the colours work so well. It's got a bit of yellow in it. But yeah, so over there. Yeah, so that's how it this one turned out. Alright, here we go with Tyranid 5. Here we go, and first we have Moody Mauve, if that's how you pronounce it. Battleship Grey. And Dusk Red. Let's get those colours and let's paint the 5th one. So this one turned out number 5. So this was with the Moody Mauve, Battleship Grey and Dusk Red. Not too sure how I feel about the grey. Obviously, because the purple went over, I did try and paint the Wraithbone back on, but it's gone a bit weird. Maybe if that was solid and a better coat, or I don't know what's happened there, but it's just gone a bit funky. I do like the Dusk Red, quite a nice brownish purplish red. I like the purple of the skin, that might be a good one to use for future. But yeah, don't know how I feel about this one. It's a bit standard, but yeah, that's that one. Tyranid number 6 now. We're getting close to halfway through. So the first colour out is Bale Wolf Blue. Then we got Ashen Stone, and then finally Forest Sprite. So let's grab those and we'll paint this one up. So this is Tyranid number 6 now. Finished off. So we've got the Beowulf Blue, Ashen Stone and Forest Sprite. Quite like this colour scheme, it's quite basic. I like the contrast between the blue and the grey. So this grey turned out better than the last Tyranid. Not too sure, maybe I got a better coat of the Wraithbone on the carapace. But yeah, and I like the green talons. So yeah, that one didn't turn out too bad, and I don't think that one would look too bad as an army. That's that one. Alright, so let's pick the last one. So this is going to be the last Tyranid I'm going to do for this video, as this is dragging out a bit too long at the moment. So I'm just going to do one more, and then I'm going to do the other 7 in a later video. So let's pick the last one now. So we've got Peachy Flesh, Purple Swarm, and the last one is Fire Drake. So I'll grab those and paint up the last Tyranid. And there we have number 7 complete. Oh, throwing him across the desk. But yep, this one's not too bad either. It's kind of a Leviathan kind of style, if you can call it that. But the purple's quite nice. I do quite like the talons. That's quite a nice brown if you're going to use for like leathers and stuff. But yeah, that's that one. So we'll have a look at them all, and then see what they look together. Right, so let's review these now and have my final thoughts. So this was number 1, which was Goddess Glow, Moonlight Coal and Bony Matter. So this one was okay. Didn't look too bad. Wasn't a lot of contrast between the skin and the carapace, but again that was based on the random colours. I do quite like the Moonlight Cotter as a pinkish colour to use down the line. Yeah, that's number 1. Number 2 was Maize Yellow, Grim Black and Oka Skin. So this one had a crazy amount of contrast with all the 3 colours because they're all quite saturated, especially the yellow, that's proper bright. Doesn't leave great layers in terms of highlights and deep parts. Maybe if I did slap chop in future, I might bring that out more. Yeah, that's number 2. Now I quite like number 3. I think this one might be my favourite, with the Oka Clay skin, the Carmine Dragon and Caribbean Ocean. Yeah, I think this was my favourite one of the 7 that I did. That one looks quite striking and cool, especially the blue claws. Then we have number 4, Aged Hide, Ruddy Fur and Ancient Honey. So this again is quite muted, all the colours are quite close to each other. Not much difference between the carapace and the skin, but obviously that's what you want to go for. The Ruddy Fur does go on quite nice. Obviously I applied these all quite quick and it's probably haven't dried the best. Number 5 was Moody Mauve, Battleship Grey and Dusk Red. I love the Dusk Red, love that as a colour. The purple again, that's a great colour. The grey didn't seem to go on well, maybe I just didn't apply it right, I didn't shake it up well enough, but yeah, I'm not too, because I thought it would cover the purple, but it didn't, so I didn't go back and correct it, so my own fault. But number 6, I hope I said number 5 for that last one, but this is number 6. So this was Beowulf Blue, Ashenstone and Forest Sprite. Again, this one's quite a nice one. I don't think I like it as much as number 3, but yeah, this one would be quite cool as an army. Maybe a different carapace colour, because I'm not too sold on the greys, but the blue and the green work quite nice together. And then finally, number 7. So this kind of reminded me of the classic Leviathan scheme when I was doing it. Kind of the, well, it's peach, but this is the kind of Leviathan-like skin, purple carapace, red talons. This is peachy flesh, purple swarm, and fire drake. Quite like fire drake. That's quite a nice colour that goes on. The purple's quite nice. Peachy flesh would be good. Great skin tones, to be fair, for that one. So yeah, that's all of them, 1 to 7. Drop in the comments which number you thought was the best and would you use any of them as your own army. But that said, thanks for watching.